Did you appoint a claims company to carry out a free PPI check for you prior to the PPI deadline last year? If you did, you more than likely consider that the PPI check would have uncovered all of your past credit cards and loans that included PPI, and all claims have now been submitted. You probably consider that you have been fully compensated. Sadly, this is not the case. Millions of people have been left shortchanged and have not been compensated all monies that are due to them. I would like to take a couple of minutes of your time to explain why you should now consider allowing Creditline Financial to review your past PPI history under plevin guidelines, which enables missed claims to be submitted after the PPI deadline. So let's go back to when you made a claim. You either found your claims company by searching the internet, hearing an advert on the radio, or seeing a TV or press ad, or you may have responded to a cold call on the telephone. All claims companies offer their services on the basis of you opting for a free PPI check. To make it easy for people like you, the claims company would have simply asked which banks you had associations with over the past years. They did not want anything else, like account numbers or sort codes. Once the claim company has the bank's names, they would have then submitted what is described as a pre-submission request to each bank you declared. Pre-submission requests were introduced by the banks to claims companies to provide a speedy service to identify a person's account which included PPI. The bank's response to a pre-submission request would include information on all accounts that included and excluded PPI since the person began transacting. Once the claims company receives a response to the request, they would have then investigated each account that included PPI to confirm if there was reason to make a mis-selling claim. If there was a reason, the claims company would have got on with claims process. Claims companies had been confident that all PPI would be revealed by the banks using the pre-submission request. They considered that no claim would be missed. However, this is not true. Evidence proves otherwise. Let me pass you over to Craig, one of my colleagues, who is going to explain what went wrong and how claims have been missed and how you could have been shortchanged.
Thanks, Carrie. It is hard to believe the fundamental failures of the pre-submission system. The blame cannot be taken to the claims company's door, as they would have been confident that all PPI would be revealed using the process. We were suspicious of the accuracy of the pre-submission process offered by the banks, as we considered that it does not on all occasions reveal all accounts that included PPI, leaving the UK public being potentially undercompensated. To test this, we submitted data subject access requests for a number of our clients. This is a formal request under Section 7 of the 1998 Data Protection Act that legally obliges a bank to provide all information they hold on file about a person. The response to the data subject access reveals all transactions that person has had with a bank or lender, including all loans, credit cards, balance transfers, consolidated accounts, loans and credit cards, including ones that have since been paid off going back as far as 25 years ago. Once we have received the information, which can be a bundle of documents of up to 500 sheets or more, we then thoroughly analyze it. After comparing the contents of the data subject access response against previously issued pre-submission reports provided by the banks, we exposed accounts that included PPI which had not been revealed by the pre-submission request. This is shocking news, as it has highlighted a big glitch in the system. Our audits uncovered that 43% of people who had submitted claims via a claims company had additional claims that had not been submitted. The worrying factor is that the problem is not restricted to one or two of the banks. Our evidence proves that virtually all of the banks failed on occasions to provide full disclosure of all instances of PPI being sold and charged to a client. No doubt our revelations to you may come as a surprise. You are probably now concerned on how much compensation may still be due to you. You are now probably asking yourself, what can you do about it now, as the PPI deadline has now passed? The answer is very simple. Allow us to carry out a review of your PPI history as part of our plevin review service. We will submit a data subject access request to all of your banks. The banks then have a specified period to respond, otherwise they would be in breach of the law, which would have serious consequences. Once we have received a reply, we will carry out an audit of all the documents looking for instances of PPI being charged against you but not previously revealed or claimed against. If we do identify missed claims, they cannot be submitted under PPI mis-selling guidelines, as the deadline has now passed. However, the good news is that missed claims can be submitted under plevin guidelines on the basis that you were not aware of the level of commission being paid to the banks by insurers for selling a PPI policy. Back to you, Carrie.
So there you have it. If you used a claims company to do your PPI, there is a high prospect that you have been left undercompensated. Fortunately, not all is lost, as any new claims uncovered can now be submitted under plevin guidelines if they meet criteria. Our plevin review service is available to you at no cost whatsoever. If the review uncovers missed claims that meet criteria, you will then be offered the opportunity of being referred to a nominated solicitor. If you then agree, the solicitor will proceed with making a claim for you on a no-win no-fee basis. To get the review underway is simple. All we need to know is the names of your banks that you had associations with in the past, and for you to sign an authority for us to be able to liaise with them and to submit a data subject access request on your behalf. So, to sum up, we are offering you the option to find out if your claims company have missed any claims opportunities prior to last year's deadline due to the bank's failure to fully disclose all accounts that included PPI. It is your choice to opt for a review. If you don't, you will never know if you have been undercompensated or not. If the review does not uncover any new claims that can now be submitted under plevin guidelines, you have lost absolutely nothing by allowing us to confirm this for you. Thank you for your time to listen to what we have to say. We hope we can be of service to you.
Do it today. If you don't, you will never know what you may have been underpaid in terms of compensation. If no new claims are uncovered, you have lost absolutely nothing, other than the time to instruct us to carry out the review, which should take you no longer than 1 minute. Our plevin review service is free of charge, and does not enter you into any obligation whatsoever.